Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool and this is Gems of War. And today I got 3 teams for you for the Invasion event. The restriction is Undead, which is pretty good. I like Undead. I think it's a good restriction, especially for something like this. Remember Invasion, one of the easiest, probably the easiest guild event in the game. They give you exactly what you need. The troop is going to crush the towers, especially once you get to the towers. And before you get to the towers, they're not even that strong. So by the time you make it to towers, you're going to be one-shotting them. So it's easy. They give you the troop, and they didn't give you a weapon this time. The weapon's not very good. They do give you a weapon, but it's not a weapon you want to use. Buy up to the weapon, but you're not going to use it. You have access to every other weapon in the game, so I'd recommend Wand of Stars or something like that. I got 3 teams, high, mid, and low. So let's go. Here's the high-level team. I would say use Draculus. He seemed like he hit the hardest. There are other good things, and I wouldn't be mad at you about it if you use them. But for me, Draculus seemed like the lowest mana cost with the highest damage that was hitting all enemies. He steals the life. He's a good tank. He's in first slot, followed up by the Wand of Stars. We got the Ghost Queen on the bottom to 50% start the entire team. And then we have to use the invasion troops, so that's why it's in third slot there. So you get extra points, you get extra magic. You have to use the troop Abraxas there if you want the extra points. I mean, you could do whatever you want. You can straddle the toilet backwards, eat your lunch on the back of the toilet tank. But, you know, use Abraxas if you want to have easy extra points and easy extra magic and be hitting super hard. So, Draculus, Wand of Stars, Abraxas, the Ghost Queen is what I'm going to use. Other options you could do, I think Morthani might be an option. She was like my second favorite. Then you got the Grey King. You have what's his face? Ossifer. Stuff like that. And Ossifer does put skulls up there, and you could put your tower killer in first slot so it can do the extra skull damage. So that's not a bad idea either. There's just so many good ideas that I couldn't do them all. So here's the one I went with because I thought it would be the quickest. 20 mana cost. Come on, we're 50% starting at 20 mana cost. True damage that hits all enemies, that gains the life. It's a good tank. Like, I don't think you can get much better than Draculus, especially super early. Maybe super deep when you're on 4 towers and you're going for the leaderboard. Maybe then that would be an Ossifer type of deal. But Ossifer costs more mana. Ossifer doesn't hit as hard. But yeah, the skull thing with the tower troop might be a good idea super deep. But definitely use the troop. Buy up to it in the shop. Buy up to the weapon in the shop, and then it's up to you from there. Do you want to use orbs, or do you want to buy, like, go further in the shop and get more copies and fully ascend it that way? So there's a couple different ways to fully ascend depending on, you know, do you have more gems or do you have more orbs? Which one do you need more? If you need gems more, then use your orbs. If you need orbs more, then use your gems. All right, here is the mid-level team, so it's pretty much the same exact thing. I went with Death Knight as my class on these. I feel like a lot of y'all out there probably don't have it on 100. It makes you undead. You can 50% start it with Ghost Queen. We just had a video Sunday about every single class in the game, the Ultimate Class Guide for 2025. Thank you so much, my loyal sinners of the round table, for making that worth it. We don't have to get it a million views if you guys make it worth it. So shout out to y'all for that. Appreciate my real ones out there. I'll keep making them for you, you know. Give me that motivation. I'll keep making them for you. We don't need everybody else. All right, but Crimson Bat, Wand of Stars, Abraxas, and the Ghost Queen. So same exact thing, except for instead of Draculus, you use the Crimson Bat. The Crimson Bat's only 15 mana cost and does pretty much the same thing as Draculus, so just doesn't hit as hard. But early on, I mean, if you want to do this perfect, if you want to, like, make it as fast as possible, you might use Crimson Bat first and then go into a Draculus, and then go into an Ossifer or something like that. Or you would do Crimson Bat until a certain point, then Draculus until a certain point, and then maybe 3 tower troops until a certain, until the end. But Crimson Bat is almost just as good as Draculus, and it's a legendary. You're 50% starting. That only, you only need 8 mana to get it going. You got the Wand of Stars again, which I kept messing with for some reason, but it would look way more impressive on here if I didn't show you every single fight. But same exact thing, 50% starting, true damage that hits all enemies. You know, maybe one day down the road, some blue moon down the road over the rainbow when it's super deep and you got 4 towers and whatnot, maybe Crimson Bat doesn't kill in one shot. But you know, 2 shots is still really good, you know, and or you could switch into something else. So whatever you want to do, but I like Crimson Bat for anybody out there that doesn't have all the big bad mythics that are undead, like Draculus or the Grey King or Ossifer or Morthani or something like that. So Crimson Bat, super solid. I've always liked it. Undead was, like I said, not a bad restriction. Pretty good one, because you got all those awesome undead. I like undead, man. Then you got the Ghost Queen, like 50% stardom, dude. But it's kind of weird they didn't give us a good weapon this time. They're giving us a crappy weapon. And the troop Abraxas, just like, it's not doing too much. I forget exactly what its spell is, but it, you know, it crushes a tower. And then there was like, I forget what the other thing it does is, but it's nothing too special. Alright, so here is the low-level team. There are many different tower killers in this restriction. We have like, I bet you Undead has the most tower killers. So you should have something. So even if you only buy up to 1 Abraxas, there are at least, I think, 3 to 4 other options other than Abraxas. So I went with Anked and Shadow Whisker, I think his name is. Let's see here. Yeah, Anked and, or however you say that, and then Shadow Whisker is what I went with because of coloration. Alright, so we got purple and brown, we got Essence of Evil as our weapon, we got blue and brown, and we got blue and red. So Abraxas can take purple and brown, the Essence of Evil is taking green, Anked can take blue, because nothing above him is using blue, and then Shadow Whisker can take red, because nothing above him is using red. So that's why I did that this way. I think another good option would be 2 Anks. I forget, how do you say that name? Whatever it is. Because he puts skulls up on the board, so you have your tower killer in first slot. Once you get to 4 towers, you have your tower killer, your good one, like the one from this event, Abraxas, in first slot. And then you're using Anked to... His extra thing when he kills a tower is he throws skulls up on the board. And then tower killers crush towers with skulls. So those extra skulls getting thrown up on the board will just help your first slot do, you know, more one-shot kills. So, you know, this is probably the best way you could go is, because, you know, I wanted to cover every single color, and I wanted to use, like, the best tower killers. So there's, like, Bone Catapult out there, I think it's called. There was, like, a couple other, there's, like, a worm, Crypt Worm or something like that. So check those out. See if you have them or not. I think they're epics, right? So look at your epics, like, sort by base rarity. Go find Abraxas. He's the start of the epics. And then go from there and look for other troops that kill towers. You should have something. There's Shadow Whisker, Bone Catapult, Crypt Worm, Abraxas. There's at least 4 or 5 of them, so you should have something. But get Abraxas, fully ascend it, fully trade it, all that good stuff. And then the weapon there, you don't have to use Essence of Evil. It's just green. It's good mana generator. I like it. It's not going to tie up towers, but it's still good at mana generating. So you could use something else there if you want to, but I'm trying to think about colors and getting mana and getting the team up fast. But yeah, that's pretty much it there. Super easy, man. You guys know. Invasion is so easy. You'll be fine. You use Draculus if you're high level. Use Crimson Bat if you're mid level. And use Tower Killers if you're low level. But good luck with that. I'll see you tomorrow for the weekly preview and the faction event. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining it. It helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel, comment below. And I will see y'all next time. Peace.